points you are most proud of? And then my follow-up to that one will be, what do you wish happened a little different?
Well, these always get me. Most proud of? Most proud of?
Yeah, what were the highlights and what were the lowlights?
Proud. That's a hard word for me to use, pride. It's
Yeah.
something that I don't use a lot. I'm glad we were able to get a budget through, and I think it's a sound budget. I think it sets us up for better financial security in the future. But I'm not going to use proud because implicit in that we had to cut and try to force some better utilization of like about $150 million of cuts we had to do. So I hate to use the word proud to talk about that, but it's necessary. It's what we have to do. We stopped what I thought was an ill-conceived plan to do the sales tax proposal, and it came out of a lot of angst because I, as an old finance chairman, I know that the relevancy of our sales tax, that we moved from a goods-based economy to a service economy, and the rise of internet sales or whatever, that it's becoming less relevant, so there needs to be a discussion, and I praise the governor for starting that discussion. I had problems with the way he did it in terms of just dropping the taxes. It was about $168 million in tax increases, and you could have been able to accept that and make the fight for it if you showed that in the out years it would have solved our budget deficit problems, but it showed that the out year deficits within 4 years would have been $500 million. So clearly you had a tax proposal that was a tax increase that had taxed a lot of issues that weren't taxed in the past and did nothing for the long-term fiscal integrity of the state, so why do it? And so I wouldn't say that's proud that I did that, but I was glad that I was in a position able to rise to the level and say, look, this is not the way we're going to do it, and we're going to come up with a different way of fashioning this. I think tough votes in terms of the longevity pay. I wouldn't say, I think that had to end. So again, proud that they were able to stand up and say that we need to look at long-term fiscal integrity. So something like that, which even though you know it's going to impact people's pay, state employees' pay, but they still rose to the occasion and did it, notwithstanding a lot of pressure not to do it. So in terms of pride, I'd like to say I'm proud of the work that all of my reps did, and especially to my finance committee members and my finance committee chairman in particular, because it was his first budget. He's new at it, but he really has risen to the occasion, and so I will use proud in terms of deciding and discussing the work of all these men and women that did a lot of good work.